It's Tuesday, November 12th, and my pick for today, Peyton's College in the ninth at Parks, ran into a buzzsaw. Um, One of my other selections in the race as a substitute in case Peyton's College was scratched, um, just shot out of the gate and ran away and hid. Peyton's College held second place throughout almost the entire stretch till right at the end, and he lost it by a head at 9-2. So that that was a story today. Um, Happens from time to time, and we'll just put up the bankroll, such as it is, and I added a couple more pieces of information on the spreadsheet showing my record. I now include the odds at which each of my selections went off at, and also where they finished in the race. So I'm all about transparency with my selections, and have great confidence. I've been at this a long time as I approach my 50th anniversary as a handicapper, and we'll just keep plugging along and wait for a good hot streak to come along. So for tomorrow, Wednesday, the November 13th, uh, going over to Indiana Grand for a little change of pace, and going all the way to the last race, race 11. There's a maiden race for older maidens, going a mile on the dirt, and my top pick is number 3, Passing Game, who happens to be a first-time starter. Um, Reading by Medallo d'Oro, and out of an Uncle Mo mare. In the past performances that uh, Passing Game sold for $500,000 at the Keeneland September sale. So this horse has fabulous breeding. Makes sense to put him at a mile going for his career debut. It's a 3-year-old colt trained by Peter Yurton and ridden by Marcelina Pedroza. The workouts are just very nicely spaced. This colt has not missed a regularly scheduled workout, working just every week, all the way since August 17th. So it's in good order there. You look at my sire report, and you see Migdal de Oro. Boy, I don't have to say these names too often when I'm just sitting at home and handicapping. Um, you look at the sire report, and based on 40 previous older maiden winners on dirt, uh, shows a layoff figure of 240, or 2.4 times the average for getting those 40 older maiden winners to win while making their career debut. And when you go to the broodmare sire, Uncle Mo, once again, 40 previous older maiden dirt winners, and the layoff figure is 172, or 72% above the average for getting those 40 maiden dirt winners to win while making their career debut. Now, in this particular category, when dealing with older maidens, first-time starters win about 8% of the time. So if you're 2.5 times that average, that would be about 20% to the healthy percentage, to be sure, for first-time starters. Um, the percentage of first-time starter winners for two-year-old maiden races, of course, is much higher, and that makes sense because, especially early on in the two-year-old season, everybody's a first-time starter. So quite often you have fields that have completely first-time starters in the field, and so it's inevitable that a first-time starter is going to win the race. So that fact alone is going to make the percentage overall quite a bit higher when dealing with two-year-olds. But here we're dealing with three-year-olds and up, and looking at the other contenders in the race. Probably the one that's going to take the most money is the number one Big Walt, trained by Wesley Ward. Kind of interesting though. 3-year-old maiden gelding uh, career debut was at Turfway back in January, and was in a maiden claiming $30,000 at Turfway, and went off as 5-2 favorite in a field of 12, and rallied to finish second, going 6.5 furlongs. Um, didn't see this gelding again until October, so a very long layoff. And this time was entered at Keeneland in a $50,000 claiming race, and evenly to finish fourth, going 7 furlongs, and this time was 12.5 to 1. So now all of a sudden it shows up at Indianapolis in a maiden special, and uh, certainly a contender, um, but certainly not unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination. The two Maverick has run two career races, one at Oaklawn and the last one in Indianapolis, both 6 furlongs, both maiden special, and beaten 21 lengths, beaten 26 lengths. There's really nothing to recommend the number two. Um, Number 3 is my top pick. Number 4 has hit the board in 7 of 9 career races, uh, mostly all maiden special weight races, and mostly running here at Indianapolis. And it just seems like there's always somebody in the field to beat this 3-year-old colt. Um, Probably on the plus side, um, it's going a mile. Though this colt has tried sprinting a few times, and the last time went at the mile distance, missed by half a length at Indianapolis, just 2 starts back. Um, a real negative, though, the trainer is 0 for 58 at the meet and 0 for 62 this year. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. So once again, I'd have to feel that there'll be somebody in this field to beat this 3-year-old colt. The 5, 3-year-old gelding, um, went to Mahoning last time, go a mile in maiden special, and rallied to miss by a neck. Time before was maiden special here in Indianapolis, going a mile and 70 yards, and was a well beaten second. Um, if you look at my broodmare sire report for number 5, Rockman, um, the numbers are not inspiring, especially in the purse category. Only 17% of previous dirt winners have come when the purse is greater than $40,000. And that's the lowest percentage of any of the broodmare sires in the field. Number 6, My Last Escape, ships in from Hawthorne, was in a maiden 10,000 each of the last two tries, both going a mile and 70, and ran second each time. This is obviously a tougher assignment, and I really can't see him getting the job done here. Number 7, Mr. Lincoln, is a 3-year-old colt who has run 3 races, 2 at the fairgrounds, 1 at Churchill, all sprinting. Um, Stretching out to a route is a positive for this colt, being out of Constitution. Looking at the sire report, Constitution gets 37% of 79 older maiden dirt winners at a mile to a mile and a 16th. The average is 27. So certainly this distance is a positive. For the number 7 would be um, that certainly would have to be used if you were playing exactus. But again, I'm only after the winner, and Mr. Lincoln doesn't look like any sort of world beater. I think my first time starter could easily be better. And the number 8 Royce, one career race, was over the turf course at Indianapolis. Pressed the early pace and faded badly, going a mile distance. Switching to dirt, trying dirt for the first time. The breeding is fine for either surface. It's really right around the average as far as preference for dirt or turf. So really could easily handle either surface. Um, Certainly eligible to improve. The 8 is not impossible to get into the money. So a quick run through the field, and first time starter passing game, um, looks to have found a good spot for his career debut, and we'll see how it goes. So good luck, and we'll see you again tomorrow.